again on this channel, Everything with Labby. We talk about everything gossip, family, cooking, traveling, touring, adventuring, and what's more. Okay, yeah, so this episode today is featuring my beautiful daughter. She's having a feed, yeah. Okay, yeah, so on this channel today, anyways, wait, if you're new here, you're highly welcome. I think you're in the right place. If you're an older returning subscriber, sit down, relax. You know how this done in this channel. I bring you everything juicy, everything nice and cool, everything cheeky. But today, I'm just gonna be more or less ranting, yeah, or shall I say opening up to you guys. Well, yeah, I'll just crack on. So basically this episode this week is me just talking about my trials and triumphs of motherhood as I set to get back into work next week. The end of the 10 months long maternity leave is come to an end. Sadly, I've got to go back into work. Now, here is the thing. I am quite indifferent about going back into work. It took me a very, very long time because I was kind of contemplating, shall I share this content with my lovely people on YouTube? Shall I not? Shall I open up to them? I don't know. I was quite in the middle of it. It was a very tough mental struggle, mental health struggle, balance, you know, whatever you want to use, whatever adjective you want to use. I was quite in between. And now I think I've come to a point where I feel okay that I could share my experience with you guys on YouTube. So yeah, I'm just gonna put my baby here. So by the way, she's 9 months old, and her mama is going back into work to take care of her because I needed my baby. That's why we're doing this episode today. So what's it? It's what it's. I mean, to have you guys share in my experience. So flashback to before I got on maternity leave, before I had my daughter, I was basically a workaholic. Yeah, if you can put it that way. I love my job, I love my role, I love my you know, me having to go out every day to, you know, get something done, impact the life of people. By the way, I'm a radiographer. If you do not know, now you know. I'm an interventional radiographer, by the way, and which I take pride in, to be honest. This is non-scripted, so I'm just gonna be doing a lot of trying to think of what to say. I just want it to come freely, you know, as from my heart. Okay, so as you can see, my daughter, she's still quite little, 9 months old. She's still breastfeeding, and one of my worries basically is as I get back into work, I don't know, would my manager give me a bit more time to, you know, express and have my lunch while at it? I really don't know how that is gonna pan out. Express and put it in the freezer, bring it home the next day, you know, we go again like that, the cycle until I stop breastfeeding. And to be honest, I think the government should probably, you know, get into that and make it mandatory for employers to, you know, I don't know if they do something like that, but then I think it's something that they need to really think about and put into consideration for moms that are breastfeeding. Some do not breastfeed, not to judge them. I choose to breastfeed my baby. It's all on me, and every other person was breastfeeding their babies. So I'm still breastfeeding. I think they should, you know, give some more time over the break, over the lunch, to, you know, express and freeze for your baby. Because, I mean, you cannot go 8 hours and not have your baby suckle on your boobs. You're going to be miserable, if you know what I mean. Yeah. And to be honest, I There are days where I've been quite low, and there's days that I've been quite high in spirits. It's been, it's not been all rosy, to be honest. It's not been all rosy, all sweet, all lovey-dovey and all that with the baby, mother, other members of the family relationship. But I've got a really wonderful partner who is really, really reliable, who I can count on, who's been quite supportive, and bless him. I love him for that. And shout out to you, my husband. If you're watching this, I love you. And I do not take your love for granted, okay? He's there every time of the day to assist with the baby and my older son. And yeah, with him, it's been quite good. I mean, he's been so supportive. Been there. I mean, it lets me do my team basically. And during this couple of months while I've been on maternity leave, I've explored some other parts of me. I've learned new things that I couldn't do before, but now it's like value added on myself. It's not work basis, it's more of relaxation. I learned how to cycle. Before then, I didn't know how to ride a bike. I have always loved the idea of cycling. When I see people cycle, I was like, oh, I wish I could. So in this period, I got onto, actually stumbled across travel for Greater Manchester cycling, and it's a free training for everybody who wants to train, who would like to learn how to ride a bike. It is free wherever you are in Manchester or Greater Manchester. Just Google travel for Greater Manchester /cycling. It will bring up all the details. I'll put up some of my pictures while cycling up there or wherever on the screen. I'm gonna put it up. Okay, and yeah, I now cycle. So these days I would not be driving a lot to work. I would cycle, get on a tram. It's a folding bike that I've got. Get on a tram, fold my bike, get off and cycle the remaining halfway to work. So that's what I'm gonna be doing. And yeah, I really love that I've been able to achieve that. And now I swim also. It's something I've always wanted to do as a kid, as a teenager, but then the kind of upbringing that I had from Nigeria, my parents, they didn't have the luxury of teaching you how to swim. They don't even think about that. They just want to survive, live every day, survive, and no extra unnecessary miscellaneous spending. So now I can swim, I can survive in the water. And which I really feel so free when I'm in the water. I love the experience. It's something that I would, go to any length to, make the best use of it. I don't know. And now I perfected my baking skills. I mean, I can bake a cake for you and then you're gonna bite off your fingers. I'm not laughing, I'm not showing off, but then come on. Look at that smile. How am I going to leave this smile and go back into work? Who's going to be showing me this smile as work? Oh dear. That's one of the reasons why I feel guilty about going to work, That I'm going to leave my beautiful daughter and go into work where, some of your colleagues don't even love you for you. Such a blessing to have been part of my daughter's growing. Every milestone she's achieved has been just so exciting. You may not understand it if you've not been in the situation, if you've not been in the motherhood. It only takes a mother to appreciate all of this that I'm saying. And that's why I feel so guilty to have to go to work. I mean, I'm only gonna be away for 8 to 9 hours, which is a long time to be away from your baby, to be honest. Oh dear. But yeah, I'm gonna do what I have to do. Yeah. I put everything in place to take care of her whilst I'm gonna be away. She eats really well. I make her a lot of homemade pureed foods that she can process. Made a lot of that in the freezer. So my husband, bless him, is gonna be, doing all of those. And the day she goes into nursery, she's gonna be fed out nursery. I've got a lot of milk pouches in the freezer to, I'm just gonna be replenishing them, topping them up as we go by. I hope I don't break down in the midst of going back to work. And yeah, and one of the parts that I have loved doing is my son's schooling activity. It's a reception, by the way. He's only just started school, and it's been so engaging, so involving for parents. Those precious memories, taking him to school, going to pick him. You can never get those back. If you lose them, you lose them forever. They don't become babies all over again. They grow, they continually grow. So if you're not part of those memorable moments, you miss them. I'm glad that I've had the time to, do all of this with him. Not like I'm going away, not like I'm going to die or something. I'm just going back to work. It seems like it's a big deal. But then it is a big deal to me. Because family matters to me a lot. My children, they come first. They come first. And to realize that, I would not be able to do school drop-off, pick-up. It will be my husband doing all of those. And on days that he has to go into the office, it's going to go into nursery. The nursery will do the drop-off, pick-up, And then whose childcare is ridiculously expensive in this country. Ridiculously expensive. When are we going to talk about it? When is the government going to talk about it? Back home, you don't have those kind of problems with childcare. You would always have a family member. And for those of us that don't even have the luxury of having our family members, our mothers, our fathers, grandparents, come and live with us here, we struggle a lot with childcare. You have to look for a friend, a family that you can, put your kids with while you do your thing. And if they are not available, you have to use a childminder, someone you don't even know. You don't know their character, you don't know how they're going to treat your child. Or use a nursery where you don't even know what happens behind closed doors. It is a nightmare for people with kids in this country. It is a nightmare. But then, it is what it is. You have to do what you have to do. You have to, I don't know. For the past few weeks coming up to today, I've been quite depressed about going to work. I'm going to leave all of these for somebody else to don't get me wrong, my husband is somebody else, but then I love being very involved in my children's life. I love being very involved in their life, but I trust my husband to do a very good job. I would always see them when I come back from work, but it cannot be like these past few months where I have just had to do everything, monitor everything, the academics, going to school, eating and all that. But yeah, it is what it is. I don't know. If you've watched this channel, this video, this vlog, this ranting, this opening up, this unveiling, becoming, unbecoming, if you watch it to the very extent, kindly give this video a thumbs up. Share your experiences if you had it. If you can relate, kindly share your experience. And share this video to mothers alike. Know that you're not alone. You've got other people like you. And yeah, if you can subscribe, it will do this channel good to subscribe, like, comment, share to mothers that you know all around the world, wherever they are. Let them share in their thoughts, their experiences to me. Let's connect. Basically, I love you guys for the love and support so far. My 378 subscribers. I don't take you guys for granted, I'm gonna get there eventually, but we're taking one day at a time. And yeah, I'm just gonna round it up this vlog so it's not too long and boring. And yeah, love you guys. Peace out.